sports. It's in the game.
You talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has his set as we are underway from MetLife. Williams. On second down. Down the left sideline. And he takes on the catch and run. 56. To Gibbs. And finds Gibbs on the check down. To throw it again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. They'll run here with a rookie. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Here's Locke. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about. Block now to throw. And it's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 34 yards. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A solid return. Pretty good field position. Start at the 32. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double digits.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Gibbs. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To the right side and intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Locke. 11-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find any.
Pressure, and they got to him again. Aiden Hutchinson, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important than they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they try to take the but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Zadarius Smith. Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Locke working out of the gun. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Throwing now is Locke. Work in the middle of the... And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They look to the short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in 1. Now a throw to the end zone on first down.
Great idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Locke to throw on second down. He finds Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left coming up.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found
out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Now Locke again. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there? Able to
and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. The field
in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some space here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Another run for Gibbs here. And able to get this one across the 45. Brought down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunity. I guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Third down, here's Tracy.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Here's Locke to throw. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but
get this down close to a first at the Lions' 40-yard line.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. This down to the 33.
oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
It was a 1st and 10 at the... On the give, it's Tracy.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
2nd and 7. Right back to Tracy. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Giants take the off of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Brian Branch with it.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, he had a man.
Forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And he'll to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. For Goff on fourth. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On first down.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Now a deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll head out of inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. And a nice gain, 21 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Back to throw. Goff. Flush to his right.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards a carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Locke. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. On the run is Tracy. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This is all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. They'll go again with Tracy. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. Of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing.
New set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown. Tucker set to boom this one away. Rolling to his right, and he can't. With a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before the midfield. Throwing on first. They're staring at a challenge basically from the other side. Gonna be incomplete. And it's fourth down. Certainly take it as they convert.
Matter. He ran that play like a fullback, just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Jackson. Oh, caught by Andrews. And he's got this down a yard or two. Completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5". Players somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked.
Here's a 2nd down and 4. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed.
And the running back can read it, find the proper. Sometimes a thing of beauty.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Three yards, and the Eagles. Elliott good with a P. Score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 37-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Jackson. Pass in by his big tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed. Tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to
already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeout. But here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, Hurts. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be 2nd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on to Thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. It's the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail.
Because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Jackson steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, for comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards.
himself there and worked out well.
And how about the move? Practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back.
Run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Jackson now.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't.
To the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53.
From this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. Years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And it'll be 2nd down.
If you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside. Down to the 17. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain.
Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock right now. They want to stay that way.
And not
well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quick.
On that one, read his keys, made the play, and he moving the football.
Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, often offensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll try. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down. Them to a short gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. He is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
This is the play, and if they do, what your answer is, if they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they
25 to the 27. The gun.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots. Off 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the.
This is caught for a touchdown, so hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
And your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock. Will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. The victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last season.
Stadium. Stadium.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Jackson. before going out of bounds. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. A short one there, caught likely. And he's going to be taken down with at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal, a chance for an early down here for Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. On the road here in Baltimore. Oh, they flip it to the... Back to the 15. Apparently,
In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring... And he returns this to the 22. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Right side, and that's caught inside the 35. Conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Broken tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now it's
earned a little more attention on that route. His way.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be it. To the ground and brings up 4th down. Here, they're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Defense says they stopped him, and they did. Good. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Raven touchdown. It's a and the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. For the 2-point conversion there, but on 6.
Let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're the special teams coaches. That theme of being aggressive continues to come through. They moved the kickoff back to the 35. It was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. You give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone, and in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't, and then all of a sudden you see him. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every
up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The drive will start with an option going left. The keeper using his legs to hurt him. First down. Jackson running again. And he'll wind up losing. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun. Jackson forced out to his left. And the Ravens are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Jackson here. With a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And really able to get this to the 9th.